A stream, amber waves of grain. Charming place. Perfect for an ambush.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
While traveling around White Orchard in search of a solution to the area's griffin problem,
Watch out!
we discover a herbalist's shack south of the Nilfgaardian garrison, adorned with a myriad of alchemical herbs and flowers to take. Heading inside, we are met by the resident herbalist, Tamira.
Bad time.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets, the... Red bloom. Well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
Griffin do that to her?
Delina. Yes. Attacked her at night. She was walking in the woods.
At night? Through the woods? In wartime?
Meeting a boy. The young, do foolish things for love. Wounds are healing, but she will die. Blood's pooling in her skull. Nothing my brews can do to help.
Could try to help her with one of my potions. Swallow can heal internal hemorrhages.
But
Witcher's potions aren't for humans.
she'll die as it is.
Yes, a peaceful death soothed by your concoctions. If I give her Swallow and something goes wrong, the whole village will hear her screams.
I understand. Do as you will.
With that, our journal updates saying, once Geralt had a near impossible choice to make, a choice between a greater and lesser evil. While preparing to hunt the griffin, he had come across one of the beast's victims, a simple peasant woman named Lena. She had been on her way to meet her lover when the griffin attacked. The beast had mortally wounded her. A witch's potion could save her life or cause her to perish in agony. It seems the havoc the griffin's claws have wrought are far-reaching. And although we are fated to deal with the creature, blood pooling at the back of her skull, it seems like poor Lena doesn't have long and we are left to decide her fate. From here we have two possible options to pursue, and we will explore both in this video. If you so choose to help Lena, we don't fully comprehend exactly what the potion will do to a non-witcher, as Geralt had stated, and the effects may be catastrophic. If we do nothing, Lena will surely perish, a choice between a greater and lesser evil, and to which we do not fully understand the outcome. Before we decide which course to take, maybe learning more about Tamira and why she is aiding poor Lena will aid us in our decision.
Yes?
Tell me something about yourself. What's your story?
A sad one. Do you know the Temple of Melitele in Alanda?
Do I know it? Can't remember how many times I've been there, how many times Mother Neneka stitched me up.
We must have missed each other. I studied to become a healer under Mother Neneka. I was but 18 when they took me in. An age at which teachings interest one far less than love. There was a boy, Goslav. He'd bare his chest to work. The novices couldn't keep their eyes off him, tripped over their own feet, dropped things. I left the temple for him. We passed a lovely summer together, and then he left. Neneke refused to take me back. My parents uttered not a word. Gave me a travel cloak and a small coin pouch. I struggled long to find a place where I'd feel safe, needed, until I finally arrived here. End of story.
Farewell.
So, Tamira too has paid a great price for love, and it makes sense she would feel compelled to aid someone who she may feel a similar kinship with. Geralt himself is a slave to his love Yennefer, but she is our most pressing objective. However, deciding to help Lena, we first will need to brew a dose of the Swallow Potion and take the potion back to Tamira. If you're playing on one of the highest difficulties, then you should have automatically started with a Swallow Potion. Assuming you haven't already used that potion, you may give it to Lena. If you have already used the potion or don't have one, you'll need to brew one, which requires to find the ingredients and craft it in your inventory. The recipe calls for 1 Dwarven Spirit, 1 Drowner Brain, on the PS4 you'll need 4, and 5 Celandine, which leaves us with the task of gathering the ingredients. The Dwarven Spirit can be purchased from the Tavern Keeper in White Orchard, or crafted if you don't want to pay for it.
Got anything interesting under the counter?
Depends what you're after. Have a look.
And is sick of the prejudice of the townsfolk.
Be gone! We'll not talk to
May
you.
sunshine upon ye.
The Dwarven Spirit can also spawn in a lootable sack in the westernmost corner of the Alchemist's Garden. Although no doubt you have happened upon a gaggle of drowners early in the game, if you are fresh out of the gelatinous grey matter, the Drowner Brain can be looted from drops of drowners you kill. Searching along the river coast for drowners, especially between White Orchard and a Nilfgaardian garrison or near the ransacked village, we find fresh drowners shambling about, living on the shore down by the river. We make quick work of them and hastily perform a craniotomy on the newly foul-felled foes. The Celandine grows in many of the fields surrounding White Orchard, especially between the village centre and the herbalist's house. Once you have all the alchemist's ingredients, simply craft the potion in the alchemy section of your character menu. With the potion in your inventory, you can head back to Tamira and say,
Yes?
Got a potion for Lena. Swallow.
First sign of spring. Symbol of rebirth. Fitting as names go.
We'll see. Like I said, could harm her. Deeply. Works on me immediately, but I have a faster metabolism. Effects won't appear in her case for a few days.
Why'd you choose this in the end?
Decided it was better than doing nothing.
I like you, Witcher. Here. A small gift. For giving a damn.
With that, the quest is complete. We receive kudos from Tamira as well as a book which will unlock several bestiary entries and a couple of decoction formulas. Oddly, if Lena is helped, the quest automatically updates to reflect information that Geralt doesn't learn until he's in Velen. So instead of reading the outcome prematurely, we wait until we reach the Nilfgaardian garrison in Velen for the quest's natural conclusion. Heading inside, we are approached by a Nilfgaardian infantryman who says,
Hey, you! Halt! Geralt of Rivia, correct? You were in White Orchard recently. Near Vizima.
Charming village, if you don't mind rotting corpses.
There'd have been one more if not for you. Lena. She survived, thanks to your potion.
Nice to see a Nilfgaardian soldier so concerned about the fate of some simple Nordling. But kind of surprising, too.
That night, when the Griffin attacked her, she was on her way to meet me. In the woods, near the garrison.
Lousy spot for a romantic encounter. If the Griffin hadn't gotten her, something else would have.
I know. But I could only ever get away between watches. Those woods, they were close.
Love knows no bounds.
Not so. Her parents told her that if they saw her with a Nilfgaardian, they would shave her head, cut out her tongue, and banish her from their home. Listen, Lena, she has not fully recovered. I took her with me when I was transferred. Thought she might get better. But no, she says nothing, recognizes no one, sleeps most of the day.
I warned Tamira. Witcher potions have powerful, usually permanent side effects. Can't do anything to help now. Maybe a mage could.
I don't know whether to thank you or curse you for not letting her die with dignity.
Trust me, choice I had to make was harder.
The Emperor shall guide us straight along.
with the quest updating saying, as Geralt then left White Orchard before he learnt the results of the risky treatment he applied. Soon afterwards, while visiting the Nilfgaardian garrison in Velen, he learnt the woman had survived. The Imperial infantrymen with whom she was to meet the ill-fated evening of the Griffin's attack had brought her to a nearby village. Sadly, none of this denoted a happy ending. Though the wounds on Lena's body healed, the toxins in the witch's brew had melted her mind. This was not the first time a cure had proven worse than the disease. The poor girl forced to live in a catatonic state between life and death, perhaps allowing her to die in a dignified manner as the infantrymen had suggested was a humane action. But I am curious, was that actually the lesser or greater evil outcome of the two? Deciding to not intervene still counts as a choice. We meet Tamira, learn of Lena's plight, and instead of helping can be on our way to deal with the greater threat and kill the Griffin, and leave her to succumb to her injuries.
Griffin do that to her.
To Lena. Yes. Attacked her at night. She was walking in the woods. Wounds are healing, but she will die. Blood's pooling in her skull. Nothing my bruise can do to help.
I've agreed to kill the Griffin. No more victims after I do.
There will be, of course. With the Griffin gone, others will kill in its stead. Monsters or men.
So what do you think I should do?
Ply your trade. But don't think you can change anything.
Finishing the prologue, a journal will update saying, they say witches do not feel as humans do, that they are stripped of emotion, untroubled by doubts and dilemmas. This might be true for some of the cast Lambert, possibly being a case in point. But there is no doubt Geralt was different. He honestly debated what to do with Lena, considered what would be the lesser evil, and did so for so long that the woman finally succumbed to her wounds. And with that, it's the end of the side quest on Death's Bed. True to form, The Witcher delivers a gut-wrenching tale where you're forced to choose between two evils, a greater and a lesser, than the standard fairy tale fare. But what do you think? Give Lena the potion and leave her comatose to maybe be healed by a mage, or leave her as a casualty of war thanks to the ever-spreading Nilfgaardians? Let me know in the comments below. Or feel free to follow me on social media, as I'd love to further the conversation with you. Thanks for watching, and until next time, traveler.
So much for not getting involved. Come on, let's go.